welcome back to my channel. LO Sims here with another speed build. This is if you didn't read the title already, I called it a Dutch colonial style home. I really actually like and find it interesting all the different styles of homes there are. One of my favorite parts of building in The Sims is trying to accomplish the different forms that different houses can take. This is a Dutch colonial. A little bit about Dutch colonial. It's back from the 1600s. I'm assuming Dutch settlers in America were the ones that first originated it. It's often referred to as a barn house as well. You'll see here in a little while, once I figure out the roof, I guess the roof is done. Well, you kind of see the roof, how it's angled like that, with the two sides coming down really low, kind of like a barn. That's definitely the key factor to the Dutch colonial home. Another one are the dormers. I do one long dormer on the front and the back, but a lot of them have like 2 or 3 little single windowed ones. I knew I wanted this house to have an upstairs though that was at least semi-functional. And if I did a small dormers, it's really hard to build and play in houses like that. So I try to make the upstairs as open as possible. Another thing is the front doorway there. They always have that. The front porch has the roof that comes out over it. I didn't really find too much about the back of these types of houses or the inside. I probably could have looked a little bit harder, but frankly, I just wanted it to be as playable as possible, and I just wanted the outside to look like, the way it turns out. I really like how it turns out, actually. I'm not sure how, I played in it. I play tested it for a while, and you can get upstairs, and you can do everything you need to do in this house. It ends up being a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I stuck an extra bathroom downstairs in the kitchen dining room area, just because the other bathroom is in the master bedroom, and then the second bathroom is upstairs, and that is inconvenient if you have guests or your sim just really needs to pee and you don't want to go all the way upstairs. I do struggle with the upstairs for a little while because it is cramped and it is hard because of the roof. You'll see, I think in one of the screenshots you can see that the roof comes through in these bedrooms. There's no way to stop it unless I built another wall, and I didn't want to do that because there's windows, and then there'd be no point of having the dormers, and then I'd lose the whole style that I was going for. So yes, I do play around with putting the bathroom so it was to the outside, but I really do like having master bathrooms attached to the master bedrooms. I don't know, that just makes more sense to me. So I had to move that around. And that's going to be the other half bath. It's just a toilet and a sink. Pretty simple. I probably could have actually done a toilet and a shower because it's right near the kitchen with a sink, but that doesn't really make sense to me either in the actual scheme of a real life house. So now I'm going to go through and do all the base placement of everything I want, and the layout of how I would arrange it. The kitchen's pretty small, to be honest. I could have made it bigger if I lost that half bath, but we already just talked about this, so I don't need to explain that anymore. It's functional though. It's big enough for one sim to cook dinner, which how often are more than one sim in the kitchen? Not very often. This is definitely not a large family home. The 2 bedrooms upstairs, I make 1 and 2 like a twin child or teen room, or like a child and a teen room. There's 2 bedrooms in one of the rooms, and then only 1 toddler bed in the other. Obviously, if you're playing in this, you're going to adjust it to however your sim family is, which is kind of why I don't quite always decorate the children's bedrooms as detailed as, say, the master or any of the other rooms in the house, just simply because you're probably going to change it. Maybe not. Maybe you make your Sims families according to how the house is built. I don't know. But that's just how I would prefer. So I do end up taking out the front hallway because it was so pointless. So I just made the stairwell skinnier, and I made extra room in the living room so I could fit in a little desk and bookshelf, because otherwise I had no idea where I was going to put that. The living room is also quite tight. This is not a large family home. Like I said earlier, I mean, it's pretty tight in here. I would call it quaint and cozy. I did try to keep a lot of the furnishings not cheap, but not expensive. I used more of the cheaper, appliances and counters and the beds and all of that. But I did also include some more, not high-end, but in the Sims game, more expensive items as well. Darn, I forgot to check to see how much the house was. Oops, my bad. But I don't think it's too expensive, but I don't think it's a starter either. Like, I don't think it's under $40,000 for a Sims family for a starter. And it's definitely not a single Sim starter. Way past that. But it's probably like, I don't know, 60,000 simoleons maybe? That was a really rough guess. It probably is actually more than that, because the backyard has a pool and a basketball court and some other stuff going on back there. So it probably is around there, if not more. But I think I just do the layout quick of these rooms. I might finish them right now. I don't remember. But I do a girl. I say a girl, but it's a toddler room that is more on the girlier side with the floor wallpaper. But obviously that could easily be changed. You can see right here where I'm talking about the roof cutting through the house. It's kind of annoying. I personally don't like, when I play with the walls half up, so they cut away wherever my Sims are and wherever I'm looking. But, so I'm not sure how that works. I think you can still see the roof coming through though, even if you play like that. If you play with walls up, obviously it's going to look like this. And if you play with walls down, I think it goes away. But I don't know. It's how you play. It's whatever you want to do. This room is really basic. I had trouble with the layout. I mean, not trouble, I wouldn't say, but it was kind of awkward, just the shape of this room. Even though it's bigger than this room, it was just so more awkward. Not that this room isn't also awkwardly shaped, because it is, with that little, corner, wraps around. But I couldn't make the room any bigger because there's a window in the landing where the stairs come up. So that wall had to stay there. And I didn't want to make it too tight by the door. But I just throw a couple toys up here. Sims don't stay toddlers for very long, so it's hard for me to find motivation to really decorate their toddler bedrooms, if that makes any sense. I just make them as cute and functional and as I can, as quickly as possible. Back downstairs, the dining room is actually quite formal. Not that the rest of the house is really casual or anything, but the dining room feels more formal to me because it's dark, and those curtains that I use just look so fancy, even though I know they're not. They just, I don't know, the way they're draped, it makes them seem fancy. So the dining room is really nice. I rarely use that backsplash, that tile that I used in the kitchen there, that you can't see anymore because that was a couple seconds ago. But I really like it, and I like how it paired with the floor tiles. I'm about halfway through with this now. I think I'm just going around and finishing up all the details, putting art on the walls. I really like the colors in the master bedroom. Oh, and the master bath is also really tight. It's just a shower and a toilet. There's no bathtub. There's only one bathtub in the whole house that's upstairs. But I don't often make my Sims take baths anyway. Pretty much the only time I use the bathtub is when I have a toddler in the house. So that makes sense that it's upstairs. But, and I don't really have much else to say. I'm just finishing up some decorations here. again, it's a pretty cramped house, so I can't do too many details. It's definitely more if you're into more gameplay than you are into like having a fancy house in your Sims game. And we're gonna move, I think we're gonna move to landscaping. Yeah, I actually like my landscaping in this. I mean, I really don't like my landscaping because I think landscaping is so much fun in this game. But I like the colors I use, and I think it looks, I don't know, really completes the front of the house. But it also probably adds a lot of money. So if you need this house to be more affordable, first thing I always do if I need a house to be more affordable is get rid of most of the landscaping outside, because these flowers in this game are expensive. I don't know why, but I don't know, whatever. Adding in the pool, I am going to put a fence around the yard. Why? Because I always put fences around yards, because especially in this lot that I plopped this house in Newcrest, the Sims are just constantly walking by this house. And I don't understand why the game randomly generates so many Sims, but they're always just wandering right by. So this lot, I always make sure to have a fence around the backyard, because otherwise it's just so annoying. I'm yawning, excuse me. So I had a basketball hoop over here, just like a little paved area, and then I end up wrapping the pavement all around the pool. And yep. There's a little garden, and I do add in a jungle gym. What are those called? I don't know. This thing right here, whatever that's called, monkey bars. That's what they're called. I don't know what they're called in the game though. I think we're almost done actually with the landscaping, so we're almost done with the house. So screenshots are coming right up, and I will be right back. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this build, please give it a thumbs up for me. If you have any requests or comments, leave them down below. My ID is Ella Sims if you'd like to download this house. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, bye!